What's up, everybody? It's Grim, your future YouTube wrestling figures heavyweight champion, coming to you today with my Raw reactions for the July 18th, 2016 episode, the final Raw before the big WWE draft. SmackDown Live is on tonight. It's gonna be insane. They're gonna split the rosters all up, and we have to know who is gonna be the new general manager of Raw and SmackDown. Well, it was revealed right in the opening segment of Raw. Thank God they didn't make us wait. Otherwise, people would have been pissed. Out comes Stephanie McMahon and Shane McMahon. They are the commissioners. Stephanie of Raw, Shane of SmackDown. And Stephanie was nice enough to point out that Shane will no longer be on Raw because he's getting his ass shipped on over to SmackDown. And then she's going to reveal who is the big GM of Raw. Because much like her father having the grapefruits, Stephanie McMahon has lady balls. Big, giant lady balls. Thank you, Shane McMahon, for telling her that she's gross. Oh, and you know what else Stephanie said? She announced that there's going to be this huge cruiserweight division exclusive to Raw. And that's why she's got the lady balls. And, you know, then Shane McMahon was kind of like, well, wait, I don't have nothing. And because she has such giant lady balls, who did she sign to be the Raw general manager? Foley! Foley is back on the WWE, and he's the GM of Raw. Oh my God. This is what I was like, because I couldn't believe that Foley was actually back on Raw. This is going to be great. We all love Foley. If you hate Foley, you're just like, you're inhuman or something. I mean, who the hell could hate Foley? The guy is great. So, now, who is Shane going to bring out for SmackDown to kind of counter the epicness of Foley? There's only one other man in the world of professional wrestling as beloved as Mick Foley. Yes, yes, yes. And spoiler alert, we all kind of knew that Daniel Bryan was going to be the SmackDown general manager because WWE leaked it themselves last week because they're too stupid and they failed it times 12. So out comes Daniel Bryan, the general manager, and people were pumped. What a celebration. We have two lovable former WWE superstars as the SmackDown and Raw general managers, and all is right with the world. And then that brings us to the main event of Raw. Seth Rollins challenges Dean Asshole for the WWE Championship. Not the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. They are going to have this matchup. And like I said last week right here on my Raw reaction, I had a feeling that this match wasn't going to have a proper finish. And sure as shit, I nailed it. Because Seth Rollins does the superplex on Dean Ambrose, rolls back, Dean Ambrose hooks the legs. 1, 2, 3. Where have we seen this pin before? Oh yeah, when me and Bronson did the same finish in a matchup at Creative Pro. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, both of their shoulders were down. Oh no, who's the WWE champion? By the way, phenomenal match. It actually went through like 3 commercial segments. But you know what Seth Rollins never should have done? When he held Dean Ambrose's head and he was just kicking it like these rapid kicks. Oh man, it looked awful. That was fucking full cringe, man. Don't ever do that again. Oh God, I'm gonna trip. So then all of a sudden Stephanie McMahon announces that Rollins wins and she's awarding him the title. But wait a minute. Does that mean that she's gonna draft Rollins to Raw? Is she trying to say that's who she wants? She's trying to put the belt on Seth Rollins? Dean Ambrose and the rest of the WWE universe, we're all salty as pretzels because Dean just lost, right? And then Raw goes off the air with them declaring Rollins to be the champion. But on WWE Fallout, on the WWE Network, which wasn't part of Raw, they reversed the decision and said because of the controversy, still WWE Champion Dean Ambrose. So now, the crowd goes home happy because Dean didn't lose the belt. But then this morning, Shane McMahon comes out and announces they're going to have a rematch on SmackDown tonight for the title. I just said this over on my main channel in my draft predictions that I think there's going to be another false finish. There's going to be another dusty finish, another double pin or something where both men are going to wind up winning the match and then they're going to do something, well, you know what, they should both be world champs. We'll draft in the Raw. We'll put Rollins on SmackDown and they could both have championship titles and they're just going to give Rollins a world title. Oh my God. Oh man, spoiler alert. It's gonna go down. It's gonna go down for real. You know what I couldn't believe went down on Raw? All of a sudden, out of nowhere, Darren Young's getting a push. Darren Young is gonna be fighting The Miz at Battle Balls for the Intercontinental Championship because he won a Battle Royal last week. And now all of a sudden, this son of a bitch pins Alberto Del Rio in the middle of the ring. And granted, it was because The Miz was trying to get involved and, Darren capitalized on it, slammed Del Rio into The Miz, rolled him up, 1, 2, 3, make Darren Young great again. Yeah, apparently, all of a sudden, he's winning matches, and now he's a credible threat for the Intercontinental title. Spoiler alert, I still think he's gonna lose. Sami Zayn and Cesaro went up against... Sami Zayn and Cesaro went up against Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens in a pretty pointless tag team match. I think that it wasn't actually pointless. The reason that they had this matchup was to promote the fact that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are going to fight at Battle Balls this week. So they wanted to show you them getting their hands on each other, kicking the crap out of each other, and putting on an exceptional match. And it was a pretty good match. These 4 guys are 4 of my faves right now in WWE, and that's what they did. They totally went out there, they put on an awesome match. We got to see Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens punching each other in the head like they do. They grab the head and they... So Sami Zayn rolls up Chris Jericho, and Sami Zayn and Cesaro win the match, but don't you kind of think that Sami and Owens should have been involved in the pinfall, to kind of set up that match for, the pay-per-view? I don't know. Why the hell should he pin Jericho? Holy hell, did we have a huge matchup. We had Super Cena, hi kids, team up with Enzo and Cass, the Certified G's, along with the New Day, to take on the Wyatt family, AJ Styles, Carl Underpants, and Puke Gallows, the club. It's a 6-on-6, 12-man tag, wasn't elimination style, one fall to the finish, motherfuckers. And how did the matchup finish? Again, I think we should have had Cena and AJ involved in the finish, but I guess they didn't want Cena to pin AJ. So what they did was, they had Enzo accidentally clothesline John Cena, and then AJ Styles grabbed him for that awkward frontward face flop. Plants Enzo Amore in the middle of the ring, AJ Styles pins Enzo, and people were pissed. Or at least I was. I love Enzo. Why the hell's he gotta go out there and get his ass kicked every time? There was all kinds of exceptional action in this match. We got to see Big Cass with the big Empire Elbow. We got to see Xavier Morning Woods do a big diving flip over the top rope onto everybody. Finishing move after finishing move after finishing move after apple juice adjustment. Styles clash and the match was over. It was exceptional. It was awesome. And it built up 2 feuds for Battle Balls at the same time. Once again, I'm liking the fact that they're putting focus on building the matches up for Battle Balls. So wait a minute, the Lucha Dragons are voluntarily breaking up for the draft, but what if they both get drafted to the same show? Then they're like, oh, we broke up for nothing. No, they're still going to be separate, apparently, because they're probably going to be drafted to Raw and be part of that Cruiserweight division. Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, everybody would love that, right? Okay, so we're going to have Sin Cara versus Baron Foreskin, and Baron Foreskin made Sin Cara look like a jobber. He might as well have fought a nobody. I mean, Sin Cara barely put up a fucking fight, got his ass kicked. Poor Kalisto had to put down his homework, run in there and make the save, but he couldn't even hit the Selena Gomez. Failed at times 12. At least he saved Sin Cara from getting killed by Baron Foreskin. Okay, to build up the Divas tag match at Battle Balls, we are going to have almost the same match right here. We're going to have Becky Lynch with Sasha Banks go up against Charlotte and Dana Brooke. And then guess what happens? Natalya causes a disqualification. People were pissed. I mean, what the fuck, Natalya? What the hell are you doing? Why you gotta be in period mode and ruin that match? So it ended in DQ. Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch win, and then all of a sudden when Sasha's trying to check on Becky after what happened with Natalya, Charlotte comes in, clocks her, and stands over her with the title. She's like, bitch, this is my belt. And finally, to build up the U.S. title match at Battle Balls, which will feature Zack Ryder versus Rusev, we're going to have a tag match as Zack Ryder teams up with Dolph Ziggler. Do the Ziggle Wiggle, do the Ziggle Wiggle. Dolph Ziggler, and they go up against Sheamus and Rusev. Oh my God, look at this. The League of Masturbation are back together as these 2 jerk-offs tag team up. And then I'm thinking to myself, okay, this is a good spot right here. Zack Ryder is going to get the tag team pinfall over Rusev or something. And then everybody's going to be like, oh my God, Zack Ryder might actually win the U.S. title. No. No. Rusev makes Dolph Ziggler tap. This is 2 weeks in a row of making Rusev look super dominant on Raw. Hey, Zack, how the fuck you gonna beat the Bulgarian brute? I'm a little worried for the woo-woo-woo kid, if you know what I'm talking about. So I think that about covers it. We're looking forward to the draft tonight. Let me know what you thought of the show in the comments below, and I'll be back here real soon with some reactions to SmackDown and the draft, because it's going to be insane, and I can't wait to talk to you about it. So please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more Grim Out!